On today's show, I'm bringing back a returning guest. He was on my show back in September of 2019. We're talking about no other than Hemp Inc. You can find him on the OTC markets under the ticker symbol HEMP. And with us today, we're very fortunate and lucky to have him, is the CEO of the company. Going to bring us up to speed, Mr. Bruce Perlowin. Bruce, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. It's always my pleasure to be here.
I saw that you guys put out a press release on February the 11th talking about purchasing 3,000 kilos from World Pharma and CBD. That being said, why is reselling CBD to manufacturers the best source of action for your company right now?
Well, there's several things. One, we are coming out with our own CBD brand, but everybody and their brother has CBD. I went to the CBD tinctures and distillate and creams and dog treats. I'm going to right now to the Las Vegas, the CBD Expo in Las Vegas.
Yep.
And I'd say 20% of the booths are people that either making their own products or having somebody white label. Gorgeous stuff, but we don't want to be another Me Too product. So we will have a complete product line, but it'll be more of us just to round out everything from, our industrial products to, having our own B2C line. We would like to focus on B2B, to the other companies. So when you bring it in, how do you position yourself? You think we have access to, 1,000 kilos, basically 1,000 kilos a month of crude and distillate.
Right.
And we can actually sell it to the big companies cheaper than they can buy biomass before they do the processing. Now, these big companies have spent millions of dollars in developing, their labs and everything. So they're going to continue making their own, but one order can wipe them out. It's
right.
So popular, CBD, and we see ourselves as a backup for the big companies. And again, we just want to position ourselves to be part of the supply chain, right? And then the little companies or the startup companies, they're not on even footing. They have to do all this stuff to make a distillate. Now we can sell them to the distillate at an easy enough price, so the barrier to entry is eliminated. Well, and I did a pretty radical step when I said I will sell 1 kilo the same price as I sell 10,000 kilos.
Yeah, I saw that.
And that's contradictory to the traditional economic paradigm that we live under. But that economic paradigm, I think, is all backwards. So I'm giving the small guy or the startup guy the ability to be on an even playing field with the giants. And you never know when these guys, they start off, next thing you know, they're an Apple or they're a Microsoft or, they're a big, huge company. Give them a shot. Give them a break. That's what we do. We're supporting the small American entrepreneurs. I don't want to say small, the startup American entrepreneur.
How will you be selling CBD distillate and CBD crude to other manufacturers? How will that help position your company, one? And as a major part of supply chain for CBD, how will you this move benefit actually your company, if that makes any sense? And I saw the press release that you put out. You're going to give them a 30% discount, which I don't know how you're going to do that and still make money. Explain.
Okay, we're not giving them a 30% discount. We're getting it at a 30% discount.
Okay.
And we'll give them a 20% discount. We'll make 10% for being in the middle. That's an enormous amount of revenues for the company. It's a great deal for both the big manufacturers and the startups. And I'm happy with 10% just for brokering it and being part of the supply chain.
How much money are we talking here?
Okay, let's say 1,000 a month, 1,000 kilos a month. Now, I haven't checked because the price changes literally every week. If you want to see, you can go to
right.
Hemp benchmarks, and they give you the prices of everything. So let's say...
I'm just asking for a ballpark.
All right, let's say $2,000. So 10%, $2,000, $200. $200 times 1,000, that's $200,000. That's not bad per month.
No, that's per month. Is that correct?
Every month we will have that, and it'll probably grow bigger as demand increases.
I noticed that, and I'm asking because you haven't been on the show since September. Do you still have your 5,000 square foot retail shop in Las Vegas?
No, that was a 5,000 square foot pre-roll facility, so that's not a shop. We do have a new shop.
Pre-roll.
Yeah, the pre-roll. Yes, that is. We are currently making pre-rolls as fast as you can shake a stick. We're churning them out. We're also blending those, and the pre-roll got a little bit delayed because of the FDA rules that you have to be total THC instead of just THC below the 0.3%.
Right.
So that no big deal for us. We just blend it. So we're blending it. However, in Las Vegas and our state of Nevada and the state of Florida, those are two states that I know don't count the total THC. And we're just waiting for an opinion letter for Nevada before we blanket all the smoke shops in Las Vegas. What we're doing now is taking pre-orders because the King of Hemp pre-roll is actually being sold now in Las Vegas, and Florida's other place where we know that it's compliant. However, when we finish the blends, it's compliant in all 50 states. So that was a little, we didn't see that coming with the FDA saying that they're going to rewrite the congressional law, which everybody seems to be challenging that. We're not really challenging it. We're just pivoting and making it blends and moving forward. Let everybody else, fight that argument, including a lot of the states to totally disagree with that. So that's what we have in Las Vegas. Now, you mentioned 5,000 square feet. We're launching the King of Hemp store in Kingman, Arizona. My friend purchased, or one of my partners in the Veteran Village Kins community, purchased the Wells Fargo Bank building, and we're starting a showcase, gorgeous King of Hemp store, which will have everything hemp in there, from hemp clothing, like from hempblue.com. You can see the hemp clothing we're carrying in there, and other brands, to almost everything out there. We see that as the future of the future 7-Eleven, but it'll be all hemp. I mean, I went to the CBD store. I got tons of people, and it's all a consignment deal. But they're going to give us hemp drinks, hemp tinctures, hemp creams. You walk into a 7-Eleven, you don't see one brand of soft drink or chocolate bar.
Right, you see many.
Right.
Right.
That's why we envision ourselves as the future. Now, I have a very unrealistic goal, I'll admit that up front, of trying to open up 200 of these in 8 months. That is allegedly unrealistic, even to me.
Did you say you're going to try to open up 200 retail stores in 8 months?
Yeah, and I'll tell you where that number comes from. I'll tell you why it's possible. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, because that is, I may only open up 2. But all I care about right now is opening up the first one. Then we have a prototype. So I hold a world's record in network marketing. I opened up 176 training centers all over the world in 9 months. That was going to a company called One World Communications. We sold Callback. We had a brick and mortar store in 176 locations in 9 months. That was Don Steinberg and I. Interesting enough, 2 of the largest marijuana smugglers in history. I was the largest marijuana smuggler in West Coast history. He was the largest in U.S. history. We had a company together. You put 2 guys like us together, we opened up 176 stores in 9 months. But they were network marketing training centers. I want to beat that record. So if I open up 200 in 8 months, I beat my own world's record. So now, is it possible? Yes, we bought the Wells Fargo Bank building in downtown Kingman. The other one that we're looking at is the Wells Fargo Bank building in Jensen Beach. In Kingman, they close the streets off twice a month during tourist season. Then they have the car show, so you have thousands of people walking by that store. In Jensen Beach, they close the streets off every Thursday, and they have Jam and Jensen. So these are incredible locations with great parking. I got the list of all the Wells Fargo Bank buildings that are for sale. There's at least 200 of them. And then there's a B of A, and there's Chase, and all the banks. They're all downsizing because nobody goes into banks anymore. They do online banking, and they're just downsizing. And they're selling off their bank buildings. These are amazing for us because you have this giant vault, right? So we can store the CBD buds, and this coming year it'll be CBG buds, and we can then, because it's a vault, we can sell to other suppliers.
Bruce, before I let you go, I appreciate you giving me an update on the Wells Fargo's building and everything. We got about 45 seconds left. Last time you were on the show in September, 2 main questions that we were getting a lot of emails on. One, when is the stop sign going to come off, and when is financials going to be an update?
Great question. OTC puts a stop sign up, and we have actually sued them. They put a stop sign up because they said you can't be a member of OTC because you have an SEC civil case going. Until that's resolved, we're going to leave a stop sign on. Or you can't post your financials with us. So we have filed a lawsuit in court against them because we think that is illegal. And 2, we do post our financials, but we post them on our website. And that, according to the alternative reporting should cover it, and OTC is not accepting it. Therefore, we actually file a lawsuit against them. And I think we'll win that lawsuit because I think they're wrong. And you can see our financials. They are current, and they are posted on our website, hempinc.com.
Bruce, before I let you go, what is it that you want my listeners and your stockholders to take away from today's interview?
I wanted them to take away the fact that after 10 years of building an infrastructure as Hemp Inc., we have a huge footprint all over America for different things. We are about to move into the revenue-producing phase of our company. You can't build an infrastructure and a marketing arm at the same time. Our whole focus right now is marketing and revenues, and we have the infrastructure to support huge marketing and sales revenue operations, and that's where our focus is. And you'll see that we'll be announcing revenue after revenue after revenue as we close all these different deals in different areas of our company.
Bruce, I want to thank you for coming on the show. The only thing I ask is you not wait 5 or 6 months to come back on. My guest today has been Bruce Perlowin. He is the CEO of Hemp Inc. You can find him on the OTC markets. The ticker symbol is HEMP. Thank you so much, sir. Hopefully you come back on in 40, 50 days. Give us an update.
Okay, I would love to do that because we're going to have a lot to update then.
This program is entirely sponsored and produced by La Jolla Media LLC, which is responsible for the content. The opinions and information provided on this program are for educational and research purposes. Stock Day encourages all listeners of this program to do their due diligence and research when determining investment strategies that will work for them, or to seek the assistance of an investment professional.